Imagine sitting there in a restaurant so fancy the napkins probably cost more than my old car, when this kid, barely tall enough to reach the table, tugs at my sleeve and asks if she can have my leftovers, and not in that pushy, entitled way, but with eyes that said she hadn't eaten in days. Yeah, that happened. And let me tell you, what started as just another night of me flexing my bank account at the Golden Plate turned into a gut punch I never saw coming. The kind of moment you think only happens in those made-for-TV movies, except this one wouldn't let me go, not even after the wine wore off. It was one of those velvet rope nights, every table draped in white linen, the air heavy with that old money perfume and the clink of glasses. I just closed the deal of a lifetime, stocks up, ego soaring, and you'd think nothing could touch me. But success can get real lonely, you know what I mean? So, there I am, swirling my wine, half watching the reflection of city lights off polished marble, trying to convince myself I'm happy. That's when I see her. Just a flicker at the corner of my eye at first. She's standing outside the glass, tiny, almost swallowed by this faded yellow dress, skin pale, sandals barely holding together. But those eyes, man, those eyes were sharp. She doesn't knock, doesn't plead, just looks at my plate like it's the answer to all her prayers. "Can I have the rest of your food, mister?" she whispers, voice thin as tissue, almost lost in the room's buzz. It throws me, not because I haven't seen beggars before. This city has more than its share, but because something about her feels familiar, like a piece of my own childhood I'd locked away. My first instinct, embarrassingly, is to wave her off, call for the manager maybe, but I can't. The waiter catches my eye, ready to shoo her, but I stop him. Instead, I slide the plate across, trying to look busy on my phone. "Take it," I say, more awkward than generous. But here's the twist, she doesn't wolf it down right there. She's careful, almost gentle, tucking each scrap into a crumpled plastic bag. Then, just a quick "thank you, mister," and she's off, melting into the street before I can blink. The restaurant's laughter and glass clinking suddenly feel distant, fake. All I can think is, why didn't she eat? What's the rush? Is someone waiting for her? Next thing I know, I'm tossing a handful of bills on the table and pushing past velvet curtains into the cold night, the air biting, city noises fading behind me. I can't explain it, but something in me has to know, has to see where she's going. Call it guilt, call it curiosity, but I follow. Down the sidewalk. She's just a shadow darting between pools of streetlight. I nearly lose her in an alley. For a second, I wonder what the hell I'm doing, chasing after some stranger's kid in my best suit. But then I hear her, and everything inside me goes still. She's kneeling beside another girl, smaller still, cradled on dirty concrete, feverish and unmoving. I freeze. The first girl, her name's Mia, I hear her say it, gently shaking her sister, whispering, "Annie, wake up, I brought food. Lobster, just like Grandma said we'd try one day." Her voice is breaking, tears tracing dirt-streaked cheeks. The food, my leftovers, wasn't for her. It was for her little sister, who's too weak to even open her eyes. It hits me hard, right there in that alley, all the dinners I've wasted, all the times I thought tossing a 20 at a problem was enough. My heart's racing as I drop to my knees beside them. Soup be damned. Annie's skin is hot, cracked lips barely moving. Mia's shaking, clutching a locket to her chest like it's all she has left. I fumble for my phone, dialing 911 with hands that suddenly can't keep steady. When the dispatcher answers, I barely get the words out. "There are two little girls, one's very sick. Please send help now." But in those frantic seconds, something in Mia's face changes. She sees me, really sees me, and all the hurt, the wariness, the don't trust anyone look you only get from being let down too many times. I see myself in her, years ago, hungry and lost. The ambulance sirens are distant thunder, but all I hear is Mia whispering to her sister, telling her stories about Grandma, promising things will get better. While we wait, Mia shows me her locket inside, a faded picture of a woman I somehow recognize. And then it smacks me, clear as day, that's Miss Emily. The woman who ran the home where I spent part of my childhood, the one who saved me when no one else would, who taught me there's still good left in the world. "She's our grandma," Mia says, voice so small it barely carries. "She said not to give up, but she's gone now." My throat closes up, I can barely get the words out. I knew her, too. She changed my life. It's like the universe spun this moment just to show me how far I've come and how easy it is to forget the hands that lifted you. When the paramedics finally arrive, I promise Mia I'll stay not just for tonight, but for as long as it takes. The next few days are a blur. Hospital corridors, paperwork, endless questions. Turns out, Annie's in rough shape, and Mia, well, she's tough, but you can see the years of fending for herself in the way she flinches at every loud noise, every stranger's hand. I step up, hire the best doctors, work the phones, do everything money can buy, but for once it doesn't feel hollow. It feels like what I was supposed to do all along. There's a twist, though. Their dad's still around barely. He's in rehab, fighting the kind of demons you can't just buy off. One morning, I get a call he's made progress and wants to see his girls. I'm torn. Part of me wants to protect Mia and Annie from another letdown, but I also know how much it means to have a parent try, even if it's late. I ask Mia what she wants. Do you think he's really changed? She asks, eyes hopeful and scared at the same time. I tell her, that's up to you, but I'll be here no matter what. So we meet at the clinic. Their dad walks in thinner, older, eyes clearer, but full of regret. Annie runs to him. Mia hangs back, hand in mine, uncertain. He kneels, whispers apologies, promises he's not running anymore. It's messy, raw, not a fairy tale, but it's a start. And, watching them try to patch together something like a family, I realize the real lesson isn't about saving anyone. It's about showing up, about not looking away when someone needs you. Now, every night, I sit with the girls in my living room, laughter echoing through a house that used to feel empty, watching them draw, watching them heal. It's not charity, it's not atonement, it's family, chosen or not. And if you ask me, Grandma Emily would have been proud. But here's where I leave it for you. Was it my place to step in, or did I just get lucky to pay back an old debt? Should blood or kindness define who belongs together? Yeah, let's talk about it. Hit the comments. Tell me what you do. Because sometimes the lines between right and wrong, family and stranger, are messier than we want to admit. And sometimes the second chance you give isn't just for them, it's for yourself. So what would you have done standing in that alley? Let's hear it.